Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome back to another sprinkler supply store product overview. I'm Sprinkler Nerd Andy, and in this video, we're gonna take a look at the Toro T7 Rotor. Now I think this sprinkler's been around for about 10 years or so, and I want to tell you a couple things about it. So one, as a reminder, it's a 1-inch inlet. So 1-inch inlets can have a lot more flow. And with more flow, that means you can cover a much larger distance. So a 1-inch sprinkler like this, you'll typically see on really large commercial applications like parks and wide open green spaces where you're looking to cover anywhere from like 40 to 60 feet, maybe a little bit further. But big areas, ball fields, community parks, things of that nature. So let's take a look at a couple of the key things. What I wanted to show you first was that the top here is locked in with a set screw. So you will need, if you want to take the sprinkler apart, you will need any type of a screwdriver just to loosen the set screw. Then you can take the canister out. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna flip the camera over here and we're gonna take the canister out. And actually, before I do that, I wanna mention, and I'll show you this here in just a minute, that your typical rotor keys from like Hunter and Rainbird do not work with this sprinkler. So like this Rainbird tool, Rainbird key, it's actually a tool, the Rainbird tool, you can use it to make arc adjustments and to adjust the distance with the nozzle screw, but you can't use it to actually lift the sprinkler up in the canister. And the Hunter tool doesn't work at all because the Hunter tool doesn't have a flat tip screwdriver end on it. It just has the hold up portion, and then Hunter rotors use the hex key. So the Hunter tool doesn't work at all. I have here in my office an older Toro key. Not gonna show up here, it's too small. But what it has is a smaller pull up, and it has the flat tip screwdriver, and that works. And again, you don't always need the hold up tool because as soon as you charge your zone, the sprinkler's gonna pop up and then you can make all your adjustments. So let's flip the camera over here and we will take it out. Let me move my phone, take it out of the can. So I've already loosened the set screw here. We're going to unscrew it. We're gonna pull it out and give you a look at the spring. It's a nice tight spring. It does have a check valve. That's what this little rubber disc is. That is a check valve. And then what's unique about the T7 is that it has memory arc. So on a lot of sprinklers, when they're popped up like this, and anyone, a kid, I don't know why I'm gonna stereotype kids, so let's just say kids, they go out to the sprinklers and they turn the turret like this, and for some sprinklers that can cause it to come out of adjustment. And on the T7 it has a memory arc, so no matter how you spin this under operation, it will go back to its previously set position. Okay, the other thing I'm gonna point out, but it's gonna require that I switch the camera back here, is that there are some grooves in the bottom of the sprinkler, some larger grooves. So if you see these teeth, this opening right here is larger than the ones on the side, and there's a couple of them. Turn it the other way. I think there's three of these larger grooves. Those line up inside the canister, which you can't see because it's black. But so in order to get the sprinkler back in here, you have to line it up just right to get it in. And that is so the actual riser portion of the sprinkler, you can't turn it or ratchet it like you can with some other sprinklers. So a lot of other sprinklers, that might be how you might set your left stop or your right stop, is to turn and ratchet the actual riser. Well, you can't do that with the T7. So you'll want to set your edge by turning the whole canister. Okay, so let's you know what, I'm gonna switch over to the nerd cam here, and we'll take a closer look at the adjustments. So let's switch over. Cool, now we're looking at the nerd cam. And on the top of the sprinkler, use this key here to point it out, you'll see this arrow here that adjusts the nozzle diffuser screw, which can change your distance. Keep in mind when you do tighten this down, it kind of defeats the purpose of having a high efficiency nozzle. The nozzles are designed with a specific distance, and as soon as you put the diffuser down, you are sort of defeating the purpose of that high efficiency nozzle. So if you want a shorter distance, switch out your nozzle. And then this arrow here tells you the arc degree. So this sprinkler is a 90 all the way up to 360, and you change it by inserting a flat tip screwdriver like we have here into this slot and then turning it plus or minus. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if I can do this holding the nerd cam all in one. Hold on here. We're going to switch to the other camera. Boom, we'll do that. And then as I turn, yeah, man, there's really no good way for me to do this. So I'll just turn it to 180 like that. Then we'll flip back to the nerd cam so you can see that the arrow is now on 180. Okay, so that's really it. It's a large sprinkler for wide open areas, ball fields, parks, etc. It covers a much bigger distance. It does come with a nozzle tree of different nozzles. Not gonna show up, but that's okay. So you can switch these out very easily. And again, all you need is a flat tip screwdriver to change your nozzle and change the arc. But you have to have the special Toro pull-up tool in order to pull the head up, which I'll just give you an example, up out of the canister like this. The Rainbird, there we go, a little tight. The Rainbird and the Hunter tool will not fit. So who knew? You'd think they'd make these things universal, but they don't. So if you have any questions about sports field rotors, large rotors, or any of your irrigation or sprinkler needs, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm sure I've missed something on this video. If I did, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And until the next Sprinkler Supply Store product overview, happy sprinkling. We'll talk to you then.